Hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. It's turkey time. I've gotten so many requests to use this transfer, and I'm going to try and do my best.
And we love to honor your request.
We do. We love to honor the request. But I'm going to try my best to do this. Okay. So whenever you get here, say hello. Make sure you hit the heart button. Okay. And make sure you share the video. Make sure you follow our page. And better yet, make sure you comment the word turkey. It's turkey time, folks. I have done a little bit of prep work. Let me show you the colors we're going to use. I think we might use all these. I'm not sure. But I've got black velvet. I've got dune. I've got nominee, bark, espresso, and the color ash. Okay. And ash is a dark, really dark gray. But say hey. Let me know what y'all are doing. I'm going to share this into the broadcast channel. If you are not sure what that is, down below is a pinned comment. And that's going to allow you to join my broadcast channel for free. It just allows me to send messages whenever I'm live and other things. So how is everybody? I forgot to do one thing. Today's the 13th, right? I forgot to do something. Doo-dah, doo-dah. 1 second, friends. Hope y'all had a great day. There it is. Okay. Now we can start. First and foremost, I have my glue gun turned on because I did a little prep work. We are going to use, once again, our 18 by 24 shiplap sign that we have on Etsy that you see Santa on back there, because we're going to create the big old size E turkey that is 50% off right now because it's a Black Friday special. So I'm going to assemble this, and then we're going to figure out what in the world we're going to do with this turkey, because I don't even know. We're just going to have fun. We're going to just try and do it up, because I've gotten a lot of requests to do this turkey. So the turkey transfer is 50% off until Sunday, which is the 16th, or while supplies last. Just give me a second, y'all. I'm winding this up. Okay, so 8 slats. And then you're going to get 5 right here. 5 smaller ones. All right. Turkey. Gobble, gobble. All right, I got to remember how to do this. So I want to make sure that I have hot glue on each side of this board. That's going to go right there. That's going to hold these 2 in place. I'm going to press down. Hi, guys. Hi, y'all. Happy Thursday. It's turkey time, in case you didn't notice. All right, I'm going to lay this here. And then we're going to do another board right there. All right. For this one, you can go all over. We've got to make sure this stays locked in, y'all. We got to lock in, as my boys would say. Lock in, Mom. You got to lock in. So I'm going to press together and I'm going to press down. Let me grab a glue stick. And then we're going to do another one at the top. Come on, just work with me here. Right there. Hi, friends. No, I don't use wood glue. I ain't got time for that. I know. Dana, the minute I saw that post, hi, Miss Peggy, I was like, oh boy, I got to do the turkey. Kathy Rowland has been asking me to do the turkey as well. And Zach and I have been talking about this transfer. Kid you not, y'all. actually for a couple days trying to figure out what we're going to do. And I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go and I'm just going to figure it out. So, but here's the cool thing. I put this on sale again tonight until midnight. So this is 25% off in the listing. You also have the 18 by 18 shiplap option. So grab them. These are great for our bigger transfers. And you can like make it your own. Like, I think one time I used this and before I glued it, I distressed the edges of each piece and it looked really good. So we just want to make sure that this is done or this is like set up. Hello, hello. Hobby shed. Oh, that's great, Peggy. Did you really? I know. I'm surprised a lot of people have this transfer. Hello, Miss Darlene Rich. All right, are we good? So this is a vertical. So like Santa was horizontal. Like the transfer. This turkey is vertical. Okay. Thank you. You guys like my shirt? Make sure you get your chalk markers, y'all, or your fabric markers. Those sales are ending very, very soon. Hello, Miss Mary. Okay, so now we have this. Look how beautiful it is. And so tonight we're going to use it like this. And this is what is on sale on Etsy until midnight, 25% off. Okay. So I thought what we could do, oh gosh, y'all. Hi, Heather. Long time and no talk. All right, I'm going to put my little mat down here. Hi, Barbara. Okay, so my thought was we could take these colors right here. Espresso, Bark, Nominee, and Dune. Use the kitchen sponge technique to distress it. And then do the transfer in black. I don't know. I know, Mary, right? Well, I'm going to show you what to do or what not to do tonight. So I've got to figure out, like I said, y'all, I don't have a plan. Stan does not have a plan. Okay. All right. Let me create as much room as I can possibly get myself. After the one I said my bank thought I had fraudulent activities on it. Karen, totally understand that, right? Because you get charged every time you claim something or every time you win an item. I get that. Okay, I think I'm going to go up and down this way. I got to think. Okay. So what I'm going to do, in case you're new here, first of all, make sure you hit the heart button. Kira's in here and now she wants to go out. Imagine that. We have this technique that we call the kitchen sponge technique. Okay. And I did grab a pack of new sponges because I figured we'd probably need them tonight. I have 4 colors that I potentially want to put on this board. So let me see if I can see this. Oh, you know what? I am going to clean at the edges. Help remind me to do that, but I'm going to wait until after I distress it because sometimes it gets on the edge. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of like thinking out loud. All right, let's go in with, let's do some Dune first. Okay, so what we're going to do, I typically don't distress with the paste. Thank you. I thought your snowman was balancing his cell phone on his nose, then realized it was your, oh, my microphone. Becky, you're funny. Hey, Debbie Howard. Okay, so I know some of y'all have been receiving your whatnot packages. Anybody want to speak up and tell me what you think? All right, so I'm just putting some paste right here on the top. But then what I'm going to do, because I don't want it thick, I'm just going to dab it off over here on my paper towel. And what I tell y'all to do is to start where, hopefully you can see this. You want to start over the board. And then you're just going to drag the kitchen sponge down. Okay. Start over the board, drag. Over the board, drag. Same thing. Over the board, drag. And then you can come back over here, grab some of that extra that was there. Over the board, drag. Over the board, drag. Okay. Hi, Mom. Y'all, my mom is in the comments here, Miss Tammy Carter. Tomorrow, we get to set up for her craft fair, her craft event. I'm excited. We're going to have to like bust our butts in 3 hours to get it set up. Might have to get me one of those Starbucks like mocha frappuccinos on the way. All right, here we go. Over the board, drag. Okay, now, I don't know if you can see in the screen, but this is lighter down here than it is up here. Totally fine. We're going to flip this around on each color that we do so that it's like even Steven. Okay, so I'm going to apply some more to the top of my sponge. All right, and then I'm going to dab it off. All right, here we go. Over, drag. Over, drag. Okay, now I'm going to go back over here, grab some more, come back over here. So the reason I tell you guys to like start over the side is so that if you start right here and you have all that paste on there, you're going to have a big like line. Okay, but if you start over the edge, you shouldn't have that. Okay? Mom, you will love this. You should try it. Okay. People are getting their whatnot. I see Miss Debbie Howard. Debbie Howard, you were the one in particular I was asking about. I scoured all the purchases and I'm like, people have got to start receiving them. Plus my mother-in-law was over here today and she is the one who helped me put those embellishment boxes together. And she's like, hey, has anybody received their package? Like, let me go look. And then I see Miss Heather and Debbie and I'm like, maybe they just haven't opened it yet. Those were my favorite of all time. Those embellishment boxes. All right, here we go. Now we have flipped this around so that it's like a fair amount, right? Come back over here, dip it in my stash. Okay, and we're going to add more. And you just do as much as you want. And if you see a spot that you don't really care for, go back over it and like press on a different part of the sponge. So like right here, I pressed down on the edge and I was able to cover that blank space. I think this is the easiest way to distress something. All right, so now I'm done with the dune. So I'm going to put this away and we're going to get our next color out. Oh, good, Erin. Craft event 2 is inside, but we're expecting over 3 inches of rain. Barbara, last year I helped my mom as well and it rained, like downpoured. Right, Mom? That was last year? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this little bit off. Okay, because I don't need dune again. And then we're going to grab another paper towel, fold it over, and now we're going to work on I don't know what color now. I did grab bark and espresso. I don't think I'm going to use both. Let me just get that excess. Okay, let's go bark. Okay. Hi, Anita. All right, so I'm going to grab another stir stick. Y'all, whenever you get here, comment the word turkey. The transfer we're going to use is 50% off until Sunday, November 16th. And with a $50 purchase, you get a free gift. And they are sublimation key tags. All right, so this is going to be darker because it's a brown. So I need to be mindful of that. Same concept. Start on the edge or over the edge. Swipe or pull down, whatever. Start over the edge. Pull down. See what it's doing? Oh, this looks so good. Things like this get me so excited. You can't tell. Okay, I'm going to add my paste to the edge. It's kind of messy. This technique is a little bit messy, but that's okay. Because remember, we got to flip it over still and do the other side. Or the other direction, I should say. Okay, here we go. Whee! All right. Hold on, let me refresh these comments because, you know, the Book of Faces likes to pause y'all. And there we are. I knew I was missing a whole bunch. I know, Polly, we missed you. We went to dinner, so I had to wait. I kept asking if they were done eating because I couldn't wait to get home. They threatened to make me walk home and get a head start. Well, I'm so glad that you love it. I know, Peggy. Have you tried it? Okay, ready? Here we go. Now we're going to just scoot this down and we're going to do the same thing. But remember, we're trying to make it more even on both this top and this bottom for me. But whenever we put our transfer on, it's going to be the left and the right because the transfer we're adding to this is vertical design. Okay. And I hope I do this turkey justice for those that you have been waiting for me to do it. Okay. I'm good with the bark. Okay. So now I'm going to probably, let me see this. Let me see here. I'm going to actually, let me think about this. Let me close my bark. We're done with bark. Hello, Miss Icy. Let's see. You guys got to try it. Get you some kitchen sponges. Yes, y'all, we had a very productive day today. Very. My mother-in-law was here. We packaged, labeled, taped, lined up on the wall, both the Getting Crafty box, almost 100 boxes, and we had the Jingle box, which is the holiday mystery box, and that was 70 boxes. Meanwhile, I finished putting bundles together for Mini Sale Monday for November 17th. Holy cow, y'all, that's next Monday. And I painted the swap box. It was very productive today. I'm going to use a new sponge because I'm going to use, I may add a little bit of espresso since it is a darker brown. I may do that. So I'm just going to use that one for it. Okay. But in the meantime, I want to go in and add some nominee to this project. I know, Anne, isn't it great? All right, so let's add some nominee. Gosh, this color is just amazing. Grab my paper towel. Okay, I'm running out of room. Dab it off over here on the side, and here we go. Ready? Oh my goodness, y'all. Bling, bling. Bling bling with the nominee. It's very shiny. All right. Now, let's see. Where did I stop? Let's go right about there. Right there. Right there. Just trying to make sure that I can see it really well. There we go. Boom. Look at that. I got a whole lot right there. That's okay. Hold on, y'all. We have this jack wagon here. Oh, good. Mary, did you see my story today? You had asked me about something, angels. Angel ornaments. Well, they're arriving on Monday. All right, I'm just going to do this lightly because I don't want to overpower the nominee. All right, that's good for nominee. I'm fine with that. So let's cut off our sponge. Because once it dries, I mean, you can try and wash it if you want. Y'all know me. I ain't got time for that. Okay? No judge. All right, now we're going to go and add espresso to this. Kind of darken it up just a little bit. So I'm just going to use the same sponge that I did for bark because they're very similar in color. The espresso is just a little bit on the darker side. So once again, I've got it added to the top, okay? We're going to go off the edge and just drag down, okay? Like that. Oh, there's a big old streak. Totally fine with it. Makes it look weathered. Okay. All right, there's that. Now we're going to add more paste because remember, I like to do both sides. Okay, so here we go. And I'm kind of like moving my pointer finger. I don't know if y'all are catching that whenever I slide or drag because I'm like putting more weight on one side or the other to kind of just, I don't know, push the paste onto the board where I want it. I don't even know. That probably made no sense. Like, honestly. Whatever that lady is saying. This board is 18 by 24 when it's put together. Okay, so that is done. That part is done. So let's put our paste away. I am going to leave out ash and black velvet because I'm not sure what we're going to do with the turkey. This is about as far as I got in the planning. I know, right, Barbara? Isn't it great? Okay, it made sense, Holly. Holly, girl. Sometimes I just say things and I don't know what the words are that are coming out of my mouth. Okay, let me just see if I have any like excess paste chilling on the board. I did. I had some. Isn't it neat? All right. Now, let me hold it up so you guys can see what it looks like. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? Deb, I don't think it's too heavy. You would definitely need, maybe like 2 hangers. See the nominee in it? We took a plain Jane whiteboard. Plain Jane. All right, now we need to get it dry. And then we're going to put our transfer down. But we have to apply our surface wax. Okay? You think I should, Nancy? That's great. Hi, Eva. Thanks, guys. The slats are 18 by, I don't know, 3. Yeah, 18 by 3 each. Thanks, Melinda. Oh, I have the ornaments right here, Mary. Here's one lady. So if you guys were here, we offered the standing angels, the set of 5, I believe. Now we have the set of 6 angels, and they are ornaments. And I did a little bit different colors. I did like blues and pinks. Let me show you a pink one. And I darkened their hair, the brown hair this time. Look at that one. Thanks, Diana. You should try it. Okay, so those are a set of 6, but I did finish painting those today. So those will be available on Monday. Mini sale Monday, November 17th, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. Set your alarms. I've got some amazing bundles, I think. I spent all day long yesterday, probably 9 hours total, putting bundles together and really giving them lots of thought. In fact, y'all remember these? I'm rambling while I'm drawing. You remember I made these hoop ornaments with the embroidery hoops? Well, I'm going to have something similar for y'all. Like, I spent a lot of time trying to think of what you guys would like. So, just saying. Dana, I don't know. The problem with that is there's like a finish on it and it's really slick. I don't know. I don't know how it would look, but you try it. Or maybe try and just sand it down a little bit. Not too much. All right, I think we're dry, folks. All right, before I get started, I don't know, Heather, you need to send a message to Mr. Zach. Thanks, Mary. I don't have a video of me painting them. Nope. You'll have the finished picture in my VIP group that you can refer to. Just comment the word turkey and there's a link in that message and you can join my free group. All right, I have a pen that's called, or marker that's called Mr. Pen. Okay, Mr. Pen does amazing things on the edges of your wood or anything that you paint that maybe you went a little crazy with your paint or it went off the edge. This helps me clean up the edges. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our surface wax. Okay. Yeah, you got to get some sponges. And let me tell you something. I got mine from the Dollar Tree. Mom just joined us on the dark side and using Mr. Pen on our project. Yes, I love that. It's about time, baby wipe lady. You know I love you. Okay, here we go. Surface wax. This is going to protect everything we just did because we are going to put this gigantic. Yo, this dude is huge. Ready to see this? If you haven't seen this, you might fall out of your chair and start laughing. Okay, we're going to put this on the board. All right. So this is sticky. Okay. And I don't want it to pull up what we just did. This beautiful finish. All right. I don't want it to pull it up. So I'm going to use surface wax to help protect what we just did. Okay, like so. And I'm just going to take my time and I'm going to put it all over. So on every single slat. Y'all, now I got something to decorate my house with for Thanksgiving. Apparently we're having Thanksgiving here. Zach informed me today in passing as he was talking to his mom. All I heard was, we'll have it here, just don't tell Amy. Okay. So we've got all of these slats to do because the transfer takes up this entire board. Okay. It is a big bird. Gobble, gobble to the max. Yeah, he can feed a family of 10, Barbara. You're absolutely right. This is so cool the way this turned out, y'all. I'm very, very pleased. I love this look. So espresso, bark, nominee, and dune to achieve this. Hi, Zach. What are you doing? Hey, Miss Heather here, our friend. She really needs a pig. She needs a pig cutout. Heather, what kind of pig cutout? He feeds about 75. Yeah. Oh, Jackie's new to the group here, y'all. Welcome, Jackie Richardson. Me too. I'm in love with this board. Zach, you think my board's a 10? Yes. You should have said 11. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? Waiting on her? All right. Final slat, y'all. But when you buy this off of Etsy, this board, you get the slats. They're not pieced together. So you will piece them together just like this. And there's a picture on the listing, in the listing on Etsy that shows you the back so you know what to do. Just refer back to it, okay? Your choice, Teresa. Yeah, I get that. I want Christmas here. Thanks, Marcy. Me too. I know. It's a big turkey. All right, so here we go. To prep our transfer, we're going to peel it off about halfway. Okay. Right there. Okay. And we're going to grab what we call a fuzzing cloth. This green thing right here has lint on it. You know, it's a cloth, right? I don't know what doesn't have lint that is a cloth. And it's going to basically add lint to the back of this so that it reduces the stickiness. Okay. Debbie, I don't know. I dressed in the come up with cute Christmas pig shelf sitter. Okay. Okay, Deb, ready? Dune, espresso, bark, and nominee. That is what I used on the board with the kitchen sponge technique. Okay. You do fish, Anita? Hi, Anita. Anita, where have you been? Heather's whole kitchen is done in pigs. All right, now what we're going to do is I am going to pull the rest of this off. Usually I do it the other way. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to pull this off. This is the backer sheet. Do not throw this away. You need this. This is the home for your transfer. Do not throw it away. Okay? You need that. Your transfer needs that. Hold on. All right. So now what we're going to do, that the bottom half that we did not fuzz, now we're going to fuzz it because we got to apply lint to it, right? Hi, Lisa Harvey. How are you? Thank you, Miss Peggy Knapp. I just envisioned this transfer sliding and falling right on the dog. And if this is sticky, can you imagine what would be on it? That would be awful. All right, I'm just gonna get some of this area that has a lot of stickiness, which is all the turquoise. Yeah. Rose, you definitely can. Some people buff their wax. In my opinion, there's really no right or wrong way, but your question is 1,000% valid. So occasionally I do that. Why? I don't really know, but yes, some people do that, and that is totally okay. All right, I know this part's really boring, y'all, but I really want to make sure we don't mess this up. Okay. All right, let me pull up my pants. We're about to do something real big. Did you paint the slats white? I did before the live. I did. We did some prep work. Okay, so now I'm going to flip this over. Yeah. Okay, and we're just going to line this up. This fits perfectly on this board once you glue it together. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that we're even over here. Actually, I'm going to make it easier on myself and go sideways. Well, Anita, we missed you. I hope everything is well in your world. And y'all, if you have messaged me today or even yesterday, tomorrow morning, I'm getting back to you. I have been on a mission. You know, we leave town next Friday to go to the Chiefs game. And so I'm on a mission, but I promise you I'm not ignoring you. All right, here we go. Now what I'm doing is I'm making sure I don't have any air bubbles. Okay, so like I feel something right here, and it's a big glob of paste or something from our kitchen sponge technique. So I'm just going to get that off and just double check, make sure. All right, now I have ash and I have black velvet. I think I may do those lines in ash. I still have not tried size E transfer, and I found chalk a year ago, and that is okay. All right, I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do ash for maybe the pattern. Or what if we do ash for this and black velvet for the turkey? Yes, I'm sold. Yeah. Peggy, I don't think Zach has done the turkey cutout because I think we were saying like, no, we have a box for that. Hold on. Somebody asked for the dryer link. It's right there in the comments. Okay, here we go. Let me grab a squeegee. And hold on, I'm changing my mind. All right, I'm going to do this little pattern up here in black. And then we'll do the rest of it right underneath it in ash. Okay, now I'm going to teach you something. You want to make sure that you do not let your paste dry in the screen. So what I mean by that, and can you even see it? Yes. I'm going to go ahead and lift this up. I'm going to lift this up right here, and I'm releasing the paste from the screen because this is chalk in paste form. It's going to dry quickly in that screen. Well, if it dries in the screen and you go to lift it up, it's not all going to be on your surface. So you have to release the paste from the screen by lifting it up. Okay, now I'm just going to let it roll back down. And if I peeled up any that I have not added my paste to, I'm just going to press it back down so that I don't have any air bubbles. Okay. And here is the ash color. It's the dark gray. I have a lot of paste here on my squeegee. Good grief. It's all on the back. All on my fingers. I just want to make sure that I get all of those letters covered. I want to make sure all of that silk screen is covered. I'm going to quickly pick up my excess and we're going to release our paste. Okay? Whoa. Yes, exactly, Barbara. Thanks, Angela. Okay, now we're going to release the paste by lifting it up, and there is Heartland Feed and Seed. Okay, now we're going to lay it back down and just press down on the top of the turkey feathers. Now, part of this transfer, y'all, I don't know if you can see it, but it has some like distressing, like little lines here and there. I'm going to try and get all of that. But right now, what I'm about to do is the big old turkey. So here we go. Tom the turkey. He is large and in charge. He runs the neighborhood. Pick up your excess as you move around your design because you can reuse whatever you picked up on an area you haven't already chalked, okay, and applied your paste to. Now, you could take this turkey and make it colorful. I was going for a more like old, rustic, worn out sign, I guess. Okay, there's that. Now, I'm going to do quality 92. Not sure what that means. Does that mean his quality is 92 out of 100? It's a little troublesome. And finest 18. Oh, wait. Is that the year? I don't know. Okay, ready? Oh my goodness. Tom the turkey. He's pretty gorgeous. Looky there, friends. All right, now I'm going to just let this fall back down because like I said, there is some area throughout that I want to capture on this transfer. Let me just find a squeegee that I want to use. Hi, Christy. All right, so there's some up here. It's a little bit right there. Some right here. And you'll see it, hopefully, once I get that part done. There's a little bit right there. And right there. Okay. So we're going to peel this up again. Oh yeah, I see it. All right, we're going to lift it all the way up. We're going to lay it back down. Okay, and now we're going to focus on this little pattern right here with the black velvet. And then we'll do the very bottom in our ash color. Finest quality, thank you. Hi, Debbie. Thanks, Miss Kimberly. Kimberly, I appreciate you. They just split it. That makes sense. I'm like, quality 92. Gotcha. All right, so now that this is done, we need to peel it up. Remember, peel and release the paste from the screen. Ta-da! All right, now we're going to lay it back down. Now, I will tell you, there is a spot right here, the bottom of the turkey. So I got that. Now we're going to go in and finish out this very bottom. Now this says high protein grains. Do y'all smoke your turkeys, bake them, fry them? I'm not in charge of that. I don't know. I just bake pies and show up to my own house where it's happening. Like we're doing paper plates, plastic silverware, solo cups. We're doing the fine china, ones that you can throw away. I ain't got time for all that other. Okay, I made a mess again. Y'all ready to take this off? Now, I got to get a little thingy here. Hold on. I don't have my cleaner. Mr. Cleaner has not arrived in my craft room yet. Okay, here we go. Ooh-wee. Y'all, that's gorgeous. That is amazing. That is definitely one that's going to go to the sink once he arrives. But before I hold it up, I want to make sure I get it dry in case I accidentally touch a spot. Oh, hi, honey. My mat, though, is not big enough. That mat isn't big enough for this guy. Thanks, Zach. You're the best. Everybody here says you're great. You brine your turkey, you bake it. Stuff and roast. Nesco. What on earth is that, Miss Deb? When I cleave large transfers. Yes, Barbara sticks it to her shower wall. Yeah, we're using the fine china paper plates. Debbie, you need to try it, girl. Oh, we sent your cricket today. Your cricket is going out. Well, we labeled it today. It's going out with the 170 boxes that we packaged today. And now we got to do swap boxes. You need a Zach, yeah. Awesome, Jackie. That's wonderful. Okay, y'all ready to see this masterpiece? You know, I really am pleased how this turned out. So I am going to ask somebody to take a picture of me once I hold it up and I pose, you know, and we do the cheese and we do all that because y'all take the best pictures. Okay. So hit the heart button. Let me just clean this off my fingers because I'm about to touch this. I think this is still wet a little bit. So let's recap. The background is kitchen sponge technique, literally with your green and yellow kitchen sponge. Bark paste, espresso paste, nominee paste, and dune paste. Okay, one color at a time. Well, I did paint the boards in white beforehand. Then we used ash and we used black velvet on the turkey or the transfer itself. Okay, got it? Oh, we're very busy. Donna, it's the heated craft tool. Okay, y'all ready? Boom. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at that. I made that. Okay, y'all ready for the cheese? Am I in the frame? I love this. Okay, here we go. Cheese. It's cute, right? Y'all, this is not what I expected to do. You see right here, I went a little hog wild with the nominee streak. It's totally fine though. It makes it unique, right? I'm in love with this. I really am. I was very concerned how I was going to do this turkey and do it justice, but I think I knocked it out of the park. And again, the surface is on our Etsy site, 25% off until midnight. We offer them in 12 by 18, 18 by 18, 18 by 24. You just paint it and glue it together. I love it. All right, friends, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me and supporting me. We'll see you next time, okay? Peace out.